Welcome to the Hyper Rapid Magnetic Report, your place on the mile for battle reports in short bursts. Today starts our Shattergrounds coverage, and we have a good one for you. The Bhai Terraforming Studies campus has had a conflict between QK and Shazvasti forces. The hegemony are denying any connection, but we have the footage to back it up. But first, we have to thank our sponsors today and provider of said footage, Channel Flamingo. Are you a warcore in need of a remote? Do you have short notice and deadlines to meet? Give us a call on 0800 Rent Flamingo, that's 0800 Rent Flamingo, and we will deliver our remotes to you next day. Thanks again for sponsoring the channel and for providing the footage. Here's an overview of the student body area. The Shazvasti forces won initiative and chose to go first, deploying on the northern side. The QK forces are made up of a Druze fire team with a Druze killer hacker, and then a light rocket launcher and flamethrower Bertuk. There is a Azrael Harris with a Azrael fieldback, Rouhani, and a Rafiq Red Fury. Provided by today's sponsor, Channel Flamingo has provided 2 flashbot remotes, as well as there is a missile bot. Watching the edges are 2 Hauer, 1 hacker, and 1 mine layer shock marksman, as well as a beast hunter. 2 Gulams are providing support, an LT and a hacker, and finally there is a Yuan Wang. The Shaz forces are made up of a core of Nox, standard Nox, as well as a HMG and a forward observer. There are 2 Speculo killers looking to sneak in, mine layer and boarding shotgun. There is Sheshkin boarding action, rather scary piece. 3 siege soldiers with Panzerfaust. 3 tiger creatures with DA, the only correct choice, and Ada Swanson. The Hexlam deployment looks as follows. The Druze fire team on the left and the Azrael fire team taking up the centre. The right hand flank is covered by a Beast Hunter and a Alhauer shock marksman, and the Alhauer hacker is back here, and Flashbox guard the back for potential approach from Speculos. Speaking of Speculos, 2 are deployed. The mine layer locks in the Druze killer hacker, who is unfortunately prone on that table, so there is legal to place that mine there, as well as a prone boarding shotgun Speculo over here, who's going to look to move in. The Shazvasti side deploys 3 seed soldiers along the centre line. It deploys their 3 tigers spread across the board as well, looking to advance forwards. Their Nox team is deployed to basically climb up on this building and be able to provide fire support. And then Sheshkin is deployed on the opposite board side to provide pressure across the place. Swanson, I believe, rolls monofilament and puts her Viromine here. Moving in first are the tiger creatures, who immediately this one runs out and get flashed, and the second one on the right hand flank moves around the corner into this building where the Hauer is, but fails to discover. The third one moves up behind this building. Then we see some Speculo action. This Speculo runs down here but gets discovered. They then move again. The Beast Hunter reveals and delays while the remote discovers again, and when they move around they get discovered. Don't trigger their Beast Hunter but do trigger the mine, but are able to tank the hit. Re-impersonating, they're able to engage the Beast Hunter, kill it, and then move and re-impersonate, ready to kill the LT on the next turn. Then a bunch of small movements aim to pin down the fire team in the centre. The tiger creature moves around the corner and is ready to pounce these stairs. The siege soldier reveals and enters suppressive, as well as one moves forwards to watch a fire lane down the centre. The Nox, importantly, their team there, moves their HMG onto the roof in order to cover that angle there as well, in case they move. Moving into the QK turn, they want to move their continuous damage fuel back to be able to do some real damage, but they don't want to eat a million Panzerfausts. The only one lands on, rolls grenade from booty, and goes around to assault the suppressing fire Seed Soldier, but eats a HMG chain rifle and is unable to actually beat them, and dies, achieving very little. Then the Howler goes next to try and clear some board presence. They move past the target creature along the corridor and attempt to shoot this target creature and the Siege Soldier in the back. They land all their hits, but they tank the shots, and she eats a shotgun from Sheshkin in the end, killing her. Sheshkin, importantly, being both the lieutenant and the key ops. Then, with no other choice, the big gun gets up. They're prone, so they can't actually see this Siege Soldier, but they do see this Siege Soldier here and the Nox team. They choose to split their burst 2 and 2, not wanting to eat the Panzerfaust, but thinking that they can probably take a single HMG hit with their armor. Fortunately, bad rolls happen. Both the Nox and the Panzerfaust from the Siege Soldier are able to beat the team, and the guy goes down. With Azrael down, then the team broken, Rafik has to step in to pull some work. And as Rafik, our good friend, always does, pulls through, no Takimoto required, comes around the corner, dodges out, and triangulated fires the Nox team, killing the HMG. Rouhani stands up and goes to bring back up the Azrael, but this second Seed Soldier Panzerfaust is able to see them, hits their Panzerfaust, and while Rouhani does successfully doctor Azrael, they die in the process. A fairly clumsy turn 1 from QK. The Chance Forces look to finish the job. A tiger creature moves into this building, revealing and killing the Druze killer hacker who was in Cyber Mask. The other one's repositioned for later in the turn. Then some Speculo action from the previous turn. The Speculo that's moved all the way into the back. Full actions climbs the building and monofilaments the Gulam. The Gulam manages to make their save, and then with a heroic effort, the Rafik, current MVP and best friend, manages to kill the Speculo, putting them straight into shock. The other Speculo comes around the corner, murks a Bertuk, and moves back around the corner, re-impersonating. Then they move their big weapon in to finish the job. Sheshkin moves up to this corner here and engages this Bertuk, now unlinked. 4 dice versus 1 on fairly flat dice, but the 2% roll happens. The Keops Bertuk manages to land their rocket and kill the Keops Sheshkin. This is a 2% game changer, as that is both the Lieutenant and Keops, and a kill on the board for them. Looking to kill our Keops before they can get too far ahead, the mid lane Tiger creature moves up to engage, but is shot down again, putting the QK Keops on 2 kills. The one on the far right flank moves in to engage the flashbot. This is a big deal, now ahead on objectives, but probably behind on army points still. The heroic Rafik moves up to try and finish the job, first engaging a Seed Soldier across the map and killing them, then moving to engage Ada Swanson. Their Rude Fury proves to run out of luck though, as Ada manages to submachine gun them before they can do anything else. There is some minor more movement for the QK forces, but overall it's now up to the Shaz to see what damage they can do. First, the right flank Tiger moves, eats a flashbot, then berserks into a missile bot who fails to hit on their way in, and finally moves all the way into the midfield to chain rifle our big boy in the middle, securing a ton of points. Finally, a Speculo moves round to kill the Keops Bertuk. They're however shotgunning them as they come in. They go down, but regenerate only to die on the QK turn 3 from their retreating now force as they spend the command token to shoot with their Gulam and kill them. Overall, the game ends 7-4 to the QK forces, losing on I points but winning on Keops and Lieutenant kills due to some very, very fortunate luck from that 2% roll versus Sheshkin.